live?
Live on Blab, I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Marion LaSalle. And I'm Russ Johns. Thank you for being here today. And we really appreciate everybody taking part in this experiment as we go through Blab and learn everything about Blab and kind of share things. And
I love how you see life as an experiment.
Yeah.
That is really cool to me.
How do you see life?
Well, no, because of your lens, your viewpoint is life is just an experiment. You don't have to worry about everything being perfect before you start a project or before you make sure that everything is going right. You don't wait for perfection before you actually launch. And so as an experiment, oh, well, that one didn't work. Okay, no problem. Right?
we're it's somebody asked a question the other day, how do you define success?
How do you define success, Mr. Johns?
I define success as having the flexibility to make choices, or having that emotional attachment to the idea that you have choices. There are people in life that they go through their entire life. Well, I don't really have a choice. I got to go to work. I don't have a choice. Well, you actually do have a choice, and you may not think that what you would give up is worth the choice,
Well, one of my mentors, Rachel Rofe, says before every podcast that if you have a choice, you can choose a better life. And the reason why she says it that way is because some people really don't have a choice. And she makes the reference to if you're being held captive, if you're a sex slave, if you're,
Sure.
if you're under 16, sometimes you don't have a choice. But if you do have a choice, you can choose to have a better life.
Well,
which I love.
And I would argue that yes, in fact, there are individuals in the world that are in circumstances that are not able to be changed. However, choice is more than that. It's an emotional attachment to an idea, because 90% of us live in our own head. Our limitations are in our own head. We're building the walls that stop us from doing what we want to do. And even, I was thinking about this the other day. Even if you're sitting in traffic, you can look at it and be frustrated and be screaming and hollering and saying, hey, this is horrible. I cannot believe somebody, ruined their day by getting in an accident and is, impacting my day. However, you can also say, well, I can just relax and enjoy this time that I don't have control over. And I can turn on a podcast and I can listen to, and I can educate myself on something, and I can slow down a little bit and reflect on the gratitude that I have in my life because someone else's day really got, messed up. And so, looking at it from a different perspective, I mean, it's really, choice is a mental exercise in how we perceive our reality.
That's right. Hey, guess who's going to be joining us here shortly?
Sweet.
Yeah.
So there's a few people. Is it Titch?
No, it's Tracy.
Oh, there's Tracy.
Tracy's joining us. So he's going to pop in the seat here in a minute. He probably wanted to secretly come in and see what we were saying about him. So it's interesting how Tracy has become so many different titles to us. So first, he's our friend. Then he's our publisher. Then he's our sponsor. Then he's our expert, right? Then name off some of the other titles this man has in our life.
Well, he's a teacher and a trainer and an educator, and he's an influence in a lot of lives.
Yes, he is changing. He's impacting people's lives, and isn't that what Future Media Association is all about teaching people, training people, giving answers, connecting, and opening up doors that could have never been opened before because of the types of connections and training that we're giving business owners and individuals if they want to learn tech tools and software.
Well, and it goes back to our original intent is the fact that, you know, you are the media, you have a story, you have a message, and by teaching these tools and sharing this information with the audience, we have an opportunity to actually connect with so many individuals that are doing great things in the community, like Tracy Haynes. Tracy Haynes, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Haynes.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you.
Better than average.
That's right.
That's right. Better than average, always. Better than the average bear, right?
Yes, better than the average bear.
You look like you're getting ready to go golfing.
Well, I had a bad hair day, so I figured I'd just put the hat on.
Oh, all right. Hey, I could try that trick.
I could try that trick.
Get a little brand while I'm at it.
So, Tracy, this morning we are discussing some of the things that business owners need, and one of them is what you're going to be teaching on next week. So we thought, you know, gee whiz, why don't we have you come in and talk a little bit about the subject that you'll be teaching live in Houston at the Future Media Association on Tuesday from 1 to 2:30. And if you missed the live demonstration, if you missed Tracy live, don't worry, it's going to be recorded and you'll be able to see it on our website, futuremediaassociation.com. So sign up today. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be sharing.
Well, I'm honored and grateful that you even thought of me for providing this valuable content to business owners and entrepreneurs, because audio is the easiest way to enter a market with your information. There's so many platforms out there that you can take advantage of.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Tracy, you're frozen.
Tracy's frozen.
Yeah. Well, until he comes back, you could talk a little bit about audio. He's going to teach us how to create a product using audio. He's going to teach us, like he said, a little bit about how you're going to be able to create a product easily by touching a record button. Turns it into an MP3, and you can do so many things with that audio. What are some of the things that you can do with audio?
Are you back with us, Tracy?
He's still frozen.
Sorry.
No worries. That's the joys of technology, what we're doing.
So you can.
It's all an experiment, right? Actually, if you could speak up or turn your volume up.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
hear you now.
Yeah, there's never been, I say this all the time, there's never been a more exciting time to create a product so easily and have such an impact on your audience. And, I did something yesterday. I was on a mastermind call for a group up in Canada. And even though they were recording it on their end, I set my second phone up, put it on a high definition record, and I was recording my responses to the question. We were talking about how to debut as an elite thought leader. And once I got done, I had 59 minutes of content that I can break up. I can produce another CD for a 6 CD set. And now I've got an awesome product where I can, when I speak, I can offer it. I can use it as a mail piece. when I meet somebody or I interview somebody, now I can send them some content. And what you're creating is a footprint. And I create that audio CD and I put it in a DVD case instead of a CD case. A couple different things happens with that. When you have a DVD case, that clamshell, some people call it a clamshell or the DVD case, it's got a big footprint. It's almost the size of a book.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got a lot of real estate on there to advertise and put information in, because you've got the cover, and then on the inside you've got an insert that's in there, and then you've got the space that's actually on the disc that you can use. Okay, so you got a lot of opportunity there to put the written word, and then you've got your content on the audio. Now think of this: if you're at an event and you meet somebody and you want them to consume some more information about you, and you hand them a book. Now listen, I'm a publisher, so I'm all about books. That's just another footprint. But what if you can hand them the CD and say, hey, listen to this on the way home? They're not going to be able to read your book on the way home, but they can listen to it. So audio is king as far as getting your content out there, because all they got to do is pop it in a CD player in their car, because everybody's got a CD player in their car. Most of them do, I would say. And now they're consuming your product. So if you're not providing audio products to your customer base, you're really missing out. And it's an easy thing to do with the technology. And Tuesday, I'm going to talk about how you can actually follow through with that and have a product in your hand pretty quickly. And I'm also going to show you how to produce an audio CD and send a copy to your client for free on the initial delivery. So that'll be pretty exciting.
Oh, that sounds good. Tracy, I have a question. You mentioned a DVD case, and then you talked about a CD. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the DVD case, like the DVD movies you buy at the store, that case, it's a plastic case that you open up.
It's bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger. And when you order this product, you can click a button to make sure that the actual CD is made into an audio versus a DVD. But so you got a DVD case with a CD audio inside that case. And then I always put MP3 on the outside so they know that it's an audio file, and they can consume it in their car. And it's easier for them. It's easier to consume your content in an audio version than it is obviously to read a book or to watch a video, because you can't drive and do all those things. So my point is you're really missing a step or an opportunity to get content in front of your audience without having that. And you should, if you're doing a book, you should immediately do an audio book to go along with it, because that is a sleeping giant right now.
Right.
Audible, and there's hundreds of platforms, not only for publishing, but for audio as well, to get your content out there. And then you can even put it into an app, and they can consume it through the app, also through their phone. And it's just really exciting. I really love audio, and it's easy to work with, and you can really knock something out and have a product pretty quickly. And most of the training that I've been through, the first thing they tell you to do is to create a 6 CD set or even a 1 CD set. So once you get one and you can continue to build on it, now you've got a 6 CD set. Now you've got a pretty big footprint of content that somebody can consume. And then you can lead them online to a video product or to a PDF or to a podcast, or it's always leading them back to you so they can consume more of your content and solve the solution or the pain that they have in the marketplace.
Okay, so Tracy, what you're telling us is when you're starting your business or you've been in business for a while and you're thinking about creating a product, it should start with audio.
Absolutely.
And you should have a physical audio presence instead of just everything being online. So that when you're at conferences and you're out and about, you can actually physically hand something to somebody. It means something to them.
Yes, because you want the speed, money loves speed, and you want speed to market. And if you're an entrepreneur or you're a speaker and you're a creative, you're always creating something. So people step over things that they're creating. Like when you speak, anytime you're speaking in front of somebody, you should be recording it, because that's a sound bite. And then you can take those sound bites, you can break them up, you can put them on three different shows. So I currently am putting together a CD where I got interviewed on a major podcast, but the content was more about my struggle and where I came from, and as far as an entrepreneur, right?
Right.
So I got a nice chapter about kind of me, and then I've got another one where I spoke for 56 minutes, where I talked about this specific content of authority positioning. And then I have a third one where I spoke for 57 minutes. It takes a little bit different angle than the other ones. Now I've got 3 hours of content just because I was paying attention to the moment, and I recorded it with my phone, and I had the equipment there to do it. And now I've got 3 hours of content that I can put on a nice CD to hand to somebody, and they know exactly what I do and how I can help them. And
wow,
I created it.
Fantastic.
I created it on the fly. So there's really no excuse. And, and it gives you, when you're at a conference and you have a product, audio has a perceived more value than printed material.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say you're speaking in front of an audience, say a chamber of commerce, and you're getting ready to go on, and you're thinking to yourself, I should record this on audio. What equipment do you need? What do you need to do that?
Well, everybody's carrying around this powerful device called a smartphone. And everybody, maybe some people still using a flip phone. I don't know. Could be some out there. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're a speaker, you're pretty up to date on your phone. So download an app called a high definition audio recorder, and take a microphone and I go over this in my training. You create this microphone, and it's already got a lavalier clip on it. So you open up your audio program, make sure your microphone's plugged in, wait for the introduction, and you can even get the introduction, and put the phone in your pocket and make sure you don't hit it so it stops. But even if your phone goes to sleep, it'll continue to record. And start talking. And hit the stop button when you're done, and then you have a file. I have my Dropbox attached to my phone, so when it stops, I automatically send it to my Dropbox. Then I can import it into an audio editor if I need to, and you got an awesome piece of content. And here's the thing: when you speak, you're not saying the same thing every time. It's always something. It's always different.
Always, depending on the audience. That's right. Or
So
the
it
day,
depends on the audience.
Different that day.
Yeah. Yeah. When I first started speaking about what I did, I talked about the authority wheel. But now I talk about the 9 steps. So, it's different. So it's different content. And, same premise, but different content. So, anytime you're on a podcast, anytime that you're being interviewed, you can download those files. There's an easy way for you to make a product. And I love it when I interview entrepreneurs and business owners that I send them the DVD, or I send them the CD of their interview, and it blows them away when they get it. So,
and
easy
if
way
you use
to,
a DVD case, it's even has more impact, right?
absolutely.
That's what I
So,
like about it.
so on the inside, you've got a insert where you've got a lot of real estate right there, and you can put your bio in there, or you can put some other content in there. So I love them, and and here's the deal. I was going back to being at an event, how you can have a lot of perceived values if you have your book, and then you have a matching audio that might not be the book audio, but it's additional audio. Now you got a book. Now you got a DVD or a CD to offer, and then you can possibly. I produce a little planner, so now you've got 3 pieces of content. You've got a product. It's impressive as heck because everything matches. The covers match, and then it's 3 different pieces of content. You've got, $40 worth of material that you could sell at the back of the room, and it cost you maybe, $10-15 to put it together, if that.
Right.
But you've got a big footprint, and I wish my video was working. I could show you what that would look like. But
yeah, I've never seen anybody frozen, but they can still talk. It's so weird.
Yeah, maybe if I come out and come back in, maybe it'll work. But
well, we're just about.
Well, we just have to wrap up. We're scheduling a half-hour show, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to take your whole show.
Oh no, we intended to have you take the show. I mean, that's what this is all about. Is we're here with Marion and I are with Future Media Association. We're doing a weekday blab session. 30 minutes of conversation around words, images, audio, and video, and what we can do to help other people create their media and get it out in the market.
Yes.
So
and we thought we would talk about how to create audio, and you are a guest next Tuesday. So what better way to do that than to invite you on? So that's why yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. If anybody's in Houston, come out and check out the Future Media Association on Tuesday at 1 p.m. 6200 Savoy. So is it Avenue? Savoy Avenue?
Drive, I believe.
Savoy Drive,
I believe
Houston,
it is.
Texas.
Yeah.
And we're downstairs, and I've got an announcement. I don't know if you know. I got selected to be a part of speaking at the Harvard Business Forum December 6th.
Whoa, Tracy, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. We're real excited, and you're going to be able to watch free from my live cast. I've got a live cast link that's I'm going to be doing an event on Facebook, but you'll be able to watch through the live feed. I'm part of 75 distinguished speakers that'll be there. So we're real excited, industry leaders. And I'm really excited about that. December the 5th at the Harvard Business Forum on the Harvard campus there, Massachusetts. So
wow, that is fantastic. How exciting.
Congratulations on that one, then. It's a big deal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
we can say, Marion, we knew him when.
We knew him when.
Well, hey, I'm just humbled. It's just you guys have been a big part of my success, and I'm just so blessed and grateful to be a part of it and add any value to what you guys are doing. It's definitely a pleasure.
Well, it's great to work with great people, and you fall in that category. And
thank you.
We're always excited when we can connect and catch up and get to work with you. So it's
well, I want to encourage everybody that is listening or watching us that we are going to be live with Tracy Haynes, T. Allen Haynes, as he likes to be known. right here in the Houston area, live Tuesday from 1 to 2:30. And you can find all the information you need on the futuremediaassociation.com. And Russ, if you'll put that in the notes, that'd be great. So they can just click on over and see that. And if you happen to not be in the Houston area and you still want to get this information about creating a product with audio with T. Allen Haynes, make sure that you sign up to become a member and you can watch the replay because it will be recorded. And we encourage you to come on out, and we love the interaction. We love your questions. We want to know what you're doing and what you need. So feel free to come on in and join us.
It's all about the community.
Yes. All right, awesome. We're going to say goodbye for now. Russ, do you have any last comments?
Nope. Enjoy the day. Have a wonderful rest of on Monday.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Tracy. Take care, buddy.
Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.